What's up, guys? Welcome back to War Room Finance, a weekly finance stream for stocks, crypto, and other investment news and tips. Today is April 7th, and we're going to be bringing you guys this week's biggest news in the markets.
We're not financial advisors, so take it lightly with what we say.
Take it lightly with like a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Eric, walk us through the topics for this week.
All right, so we got the Fed balance sheet. We got Deutsche Bank splitting the market. We got markets going down again. We have Bitcoin week in Miami, and we have the Ethereum Bridge merger that's happening right now, and some TAs.
Cool. All right, let's get started.
All right, so I guess the big one, the big room in the elephant is going to be Elon, once again, staying like in the headlines with the whole Twitter purchase. I still remember when this came out, they were like, yeah, Elon is not going to be like an influential person like on the company. We're going to keep him. He's just like a shareholder, and then we're going to listen to what he has says, but he won't be very influential. And then the following day, he gets added to the board.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it becomes very influential. So I don't know. It's funny how the company was saying one thing.
He moves markets, bro.
That guy is the market.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why
most of the big moves. Yeah, that's crazy. 9.2 stake.
Yeah, 9.2%.
Did he own any before this, or he just straight up bought 9.2?
Well,
stake?
he said that he started buying slowly. I think in January. So he started buying
this year
when tech was down. Yeah,
he was
going down. But yeah, and then he disclosed it like this week, I guess, and that's why it came out. But he's been buying for a couple months, but yeah, still very new. And Twitter shares shot up 22% that day. I think now they came back down.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is: do you guys think that Elon can read some TAs?
Oh, it's actually still pretty up there.
It's up there, yeah. So let me zoom out. It's 1 year or something like that. It got hammered.
Yeah, it got hammered. Yeah,
it got hammered. Yeah, it got hammered. But if you're holding, or if you've been holding for a while, or you bought the dip like with Elon, you should be chilling.
I mean, is Twitter really killing it? Like, as a platform? Like, I know a lot of people use it, but like,
yeah, they're going to be the first social media platform to bring in Web3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're already incorporating like NFT stuff.
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I totally see like Twitter being like one of the leading platforms for Web3. And then one point that I kind of want to say is that like making a social media is not that easy. Even like Trump is having a hard time trying to raise up a Truth Social because it's been like a debunko lately. But I guess Elon just saw the opening. He's like, all right, let me hop on Twitter since it's already established. And then going to other things, the Fed and their sheet, and then the rates. So I guess they're gonna begin unloading their balance sheet, right?
Yeah. So earlier this week, one of the Fed bosses, a woman named Brainard, came out, and said that the Fed plans to aggressively reduce the balance sheet by selling off a bunch of assets that they bought since the pandemic, mostly bonds. And yeah, they're going to be selling $95 billion a month.
Dude, in COVID, this thing like literally like went to the moon. Like literally went to the moon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like in the bad way though, like this is not a good thing for them to have this much assets. Yeah, then again, if they didn't buy this many assets, we would have been like in a heavy recession right now.
Right.
Hey, what is that? What is that showing that they bought? What?
Mostly bonds. Yeah. So bonds. It's like if businesses or banks go to the government for loans, they basically sell them a bond. The government buys it to get interest on, and then when they sell off those bonds, I think they exchange it back into like money.
Yeah, and I also do know that they're gonna start unloading some mortgage-backed like securities.
Oh yeah, mortgage-backed securities too.
So I wonder how's that gonna play into the housing market, because those things are pretty like they're like AAA rating, top of the top type of bonds that they're going to be selling off. So I wonder, hopefully that doesn't, I mean, hopefully they do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know how to offload it without causing too much mayhem like in the market.
Yeah, I think we might see some mayhem. Inflation is kind of too bad right now to engineer what they call a soft landing by like reducing inflation without hurting the economy much. But I think the Fed knows that the only way that we can make a meaningful impact on inflation is if we attack it pretty aggressively, and that's gonna hit the brakes on the economy kind of hard.
Yes,
our inflation is close to hyperinflation, just like in Japan in the 1990s.
Yeah, there's that thing too. Hopefully we don't get stagnant, because that'll be pretty bad.
Yeah.
For our economy. But one thing that I want to touch on is, man, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so so this rally here, this 2-week rally, or 2-week rally that we had, it looks like the Fed is going to confirm. It's pretty much has soft confirmed that they're going to do 0.75 or 0.5 rate hike for next meeting, right?
May. Yeah.
May. So I guess
it's confirmed.
Yeah.
0.75.
0.5 or
0.75. Yeah. So I guess retail, and then the hedge funds kind of messed. I said again, they messed it up for everyone else, and the Fed said, like, you guys are not behaving. You guys broke. You guys put too much money and rally too hard. You guys supposed to act like you guys are like broke. Yeah. Broke, and then now this whiplash of us gonna get 0.5 or 0.75 rate hikes. Yeah. So my question to you guys is: are you guys planning on buying before the hike, or like maybe the month of? Or
I sold on March 16th, and I bought it in April 14th.
All right. That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean,
sold at the bottom, dude.
Wait. So you sold, or you bought like?
It's a joke, bro. You didn't. It went over your head.
Oh man. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna start buying the next 2 to 3 weeks as the markets panic more, because they're gonna really jack up rates now since all of this happened. Right. So going to the other stuff. So I guess we have inflation going, and we have the Deutsche Bank saying that we might have a recession. I don't know if you guys have seen that going around.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the markets this week, recession is the big topic, and there's a lot of people calling for a recession in about 1.5 to 2 years, and I think it's likely. Yeah, I expect to see a recession, probably not like a really bad one, but definitely the economy and the markets are going to slow down as intended, for sure.
A correction.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite a correction. Yeah, most like a correction, or like a But okay, so the 30-year yield flipped today as well, right? Or this week, the 30-year yield flip.
Do you have a chart?
Yeah, I don't have a chart, but I know that it flipped this week, and then okay, so once that flip happened
last week, and if it flips next week again, then we're definitely in for.
Yeah. So okay. So Deutsche Bank is calling out for saying inflation, and I mean inflation. I mean recession. Yeah. So if that happens, we have about 20 months left before that. I mean average. The average is about 20 months as of today going forward, and then the
average is like, as in like it's going to hit in 15 months, or it's trickling down to where the bottom is in 15 months.
No, the recession begins in about 20 months.
Okay, it begins. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, in 20 months. And the markets are still going to rally. So this is how much they rally till that 20-month time period was up. So 1978 rally.
Yeah, 11%. They want to milk that recession. That's why.
Yeah. So I mean, well, yeah.
Those dudes know when it's coming, bro.
They decide
those dudes
when it starts, bro.
Yeah, those dudes know when it's coming. Come on, let's be real.
Well, I mean, so the question is like, are you guys doing anything special just because this came out, or
Yeah, I'm getting SPY puts for 2024.
You're getting what?
I'm
I'm shorting the market in 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whatever it is, 20 months from now, I'm gonna have like a nice chunk of money set aside for.
Oh yeah, for
puts.
sure saving. For sure
Yeah,
saving.
yeah. So that's okay. So that's that one thing, right? And okay, so once recession hits, people might lose their house, right? Like they're gonna start like.
Yeah, they're gonna start missing mortgage payments and stuff.
So
yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty bad. But when that happens,
I mean, it could be. I mean, it could be crazy, bro. Like if that many people really do lose their homes, like be a lot of homeless and stuff. It's gonna get worse out here.
It's gonna get worse out here. But talking about the foreclosures, there's about like an 800-day period from the date from the time that the house goes into foreclosure to the time that it hits the market.
Yeah,
so,
but even then, so like Zillow's gonna be ready.
Well,
Zillow's ready.
I mean,
Zillow's
like, I guess private equity firms only make up what 3%, 2% like of the total housing market, and then the rest.
I mean, this season,
now,
private equity firms and hedge funds have been buying, like more properties than first-time home buyers.
They have,
yeah.
But they're still like at about maybe, let's say worst case scenario 4%.
Yeah, but they need this crash for them to take over that extra. That's why you're not there. It's there for them. It's there for the taking. Like think about it like this: people are offering up to 100 to 150,000 over right on a home right now.
Yes,
insane.
Like now, imagine when the foreclosures hit. Foreclosures get put back on the market. They're not going to go back to its original price. It's going to be low. Oh
yeah, they're usually low because the bank is trying to scavenge up some money.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like those dudes are cash ready. They're not gonna go and finance the house and then put it on their own platform to sell it, or I mean, they could rent it, and I think that's what they're gonna go for. I think Zillow's gonna be like the next Airbnb type thing.
Possibly, but Zillow has been getting like a lot of pushback regarding that, and they also be getting pushback from the from the government itself. Like watchdog agencies are kind of looking at it closely that they don't abuse it. Well,
Look at it closely.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I think the Zillow is getting all of the the bad rep, but there's actual firms out there, like actual companies that do that for a living. Zillow did that kind of like a side thing that they were trying to put together, but there's actual like private equity firms that's all they do, just buy and rent out, and that's
Zillow's gonna bust an Evergrande.
Yeah, well, I know Zillow stopped buying houses, and they let let go of a lot of their staff who was doing that, because they were overestimating the value of homes, and they were overpaying for homes.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
and they lost a lot of money and fired a bunch of people.
Yeah, so I think people are still trying to ride the Zillow team, but I don't see that happening. I think people should kind of go after the firms, either like try to talk to the firm and like, hey, how can I get in? Like, how can I give you my money and you guys do this for me?
Yeah, but also those companies they work with
a minimum investment of $500,000 or something.
Yeah,
back to housing. Like, so right now there's like a dilemma, because like people want to buy houses. Houses are really expensive, but we're not building them fast enough. So I mean, there's other signs to it too that are hurting the market itself. Like the rates keep going up. Like the rates just keep going up, and they're not stopping.
Yeah, and mortgage applications are down. They're down from a year ago. They're down from last month. Refi applications are down. So we're starting to see signs that there's less buyers in the market due to the rising interest rates and the low supply. But yeah, I still think, it'll probably be like a year before we see the price kind of roll off and we see declines. But it's definitely, the signs are starting to show that we might be at like peaking, pretty much for right now.
So Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if anyone remembers, but last week the rates were at 4.67. Now we're at 4.72. Like last time that we showed this graph, we were at 4.67, and like we went up this much, just like in 2 weeks, and that's pretty crazy. So I mean, it's pretty crazy what's going on in the housing market. Like I had never seen it like this before. How rates can keep going up and prices. I mean, prices are still going up, but not as much anymore. They're starting to kind of somewhat stagger.
I mean, but seeing this like go this crazy, like you just said, you've never seen it before. I mean, could that be an indicator of like how bad the crash might be if it actually hits?
I think it's more of a supply issue, and then like a logistics, because
it's definitely a supply issue.
Because people want to buy a house regardless of what the rate is. Like people need a house to live in. Like one is talking about the rates and the price. Another thing is talking about I need a place to sleep and a place that I want to own. There's like two different like ways to look at it. And at the end of the day, you need a place to sleep in and that you want to own. So yeah, there's not
but not everyone's in a rush to buy property either. You know, it's like when the interest rates were all-time lows, there was a big rush because it was a good deal to buy a house at a low interest rate. But now that interest rates are back to normal, pretty much, people are not going to be in as much of a rush because it's not a good deal anymore.
Yeah, now they're actually going to look at the house.
Because you know, people don't mind paying a high price for a house if they have a cheap loan. But if you have an expensive loan, you're less likely to want to pay a high price for a house now, you know?
And then you got to think like a buyer. Like if the price is high, you're going to go look at the house. You're going to go look at every single little thing that could possibly be wrong with it. And, you know, it makes the decision that much harder for them to be like, oh yeah, let me just jump into this. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I do see it as just a cool off right now, though. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it still like, oh, it's scaring people from buying houses, because I still have like friends that are like, oh yeah, I'm looking into a house right now, you know. So it's like I'm kind of still seeing it.
The people, and like I thought about that this week. The people who are still wanting to buy a house this year, I would say you're too late. It's a bad time. You missed out. But it's not a good deal anymore with interest rates up. But I think, you know, springtime next year, we could see better conditions, especially if we're nearing a recession, and mortgage delinquencies continue to rise and stuff. I think next spring is going to be a better buyer's market. But this spring, I think it's like you're too late. It's not a good time if you want a good deal anymore, you know?
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that. Now my question is like, is it better to buy this year or next year, or wait like for the recession plus those 800 days once like the evictions?
So I think definitely next year is better than this year, but 2 years might even be better than next year, or in 3 years.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, we would have to wait 5 years. We did the math, so it'd be the 2 years of recession that you know that chart was showing, and then you need the 800 days for. So it's about 4 to 5 years.
No, this 20 months. It's not. Oh yeah, 20 months. That's
2 years.
That's
almost 2 years.
Plus 800 days. So that's about
Well, wait, you guys are acting like people apply for people go into foreclosure like at the same day. But it's not. It's not foreclosure like next month.
But it is going to be in waves. That's how 2008 happened. 2000 happened in waves. Like I have a coworker that where I was working at, he lost 6 houses all in one shot. He just let them go. Because at the point you call it a loss. You can't handle it. You know what I mean? So it's like it does come in waves, bro. It's that bad. But if it happens, you know what I mean? Like we don't know yet.
So that's what I mean. I guess kind of buying the bottom is kind of what I was trying to say. Like buying the bottom of the housing market if we do get a recession.
Yeah.
So there'll be a total of 5 year wait. So is it better to wait 5 years and take a chance, or buy within the next 2?
Buy in the next 2. and then buy more when the 5 years comes.
Yeah.
Also, so buy twice.
Honestly, I think people should buy at least one property every year.
Wait, what?
At least every 2 years, buy one property.
Okay. I was like, well, every year I'm like that.
That's doable. I mean, some people buy a couple of houses every year. But
right.
yeah, I think, if you could buy a new property every 1 to 2 years, that's like the plan. That's my plan anyway.
But okay, so going to other news. Yeah, so Canada, they're banning foreigners from buying homes like in.
Oh, damn.
That's pretty smart because I know like a lot of Americans buy properties like outside the country and then they jack up the prices for other countries, and that's kind of like not fun. Yeah. I mean, not fun for the locals.
That's not a bad move from Canada.
So that's very respectable.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so and then going to other stuff, we got what, Bitcoin week?
Yeah, big Bitcoin conference, Bitcoin 2022 in Miami this week.
Wait, was it last year where they did that super cringy Doji to the moon?
Yeah, I think so.
Guy? Oh,
yeah. That bull, man, it's cool. It's like a cyber bull.
It is a cyber bull.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Man, I wonder if this is an actual NFT. If it's not,
whoa.
But okay, yeah. So, do any of you guys have any of you guys heard anything like any good keynotes or like any good topics?
Yeah, I have two things. So, Robinhood came out and announced that they're rolling out their crypto wallets. I think 2 million users have it already. And they activated the Bitcoin Lightning Network on Robinhood. So I think that means you can do you can send Bitcoin to accounts to other wallets.
What?
Yeah. So
I got the beta thing, but I just haven't set it up yet
on Robinhood now already.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So there's a waiting list. Yeah, some people have access now. Jair, if you set it up, you'll probably have access.
Yeah, I need to get all my stuff out of there.
Yeah, so they got that. So Robinhood came out and said that, and then Peter Thiel, one of the co-founders of PayPal, he's a big tech investor guy, smart guy, genius. Peter Thiel came out and he gave a keynote on how the U.S. dollar is going to collapse. And he said something about, he called Warren Buffett a sociopathic grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Peter. That you gotta play that clip, bro. It's so good.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the two main things that I heard.
Warren Buffett.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then Warren Buffett just picked on me.
He went after everybody.
Yeah, and then a little side note of Berkshire Hathaway, they picked up some HP stock this week.
Oh yeah, I saw something about that too.
And then that one shot up through the week. Shot up like crazy. I mean, not crazy, but it shot up pretty nicely. So yeah, okay, yeah, and then going to other stuff. I don't know, have you guys been seeing around the Ethereum 2.0 merger that will be happening this year, right, or this quarter?
Yeah, I
by
think
summer. Yeah,
I think by summer they expect it to start or to be completed, something like that. But
yeah, I think the completed. Yeah.
Yeah. So with Vitalik, he said he gave out this timeline for it, and right now we're in what's happening right now is like the merger. So we're in this section of the whole swap, or the whole merger going on. So I guess right now we're in the merge, and then we'll see how things go. But one thing that I've noticed that still hasn't been addressed is that those high fees, or those high gas fees. I don't know what's up with that.
They won't be addressed.
Yeah, so they're definitely not going to be addressed.
Yeah, but you did say earlier that they're gonna stop mining and they're gonna start burning. which means
they're
the price is going to start going up.
I didn't see that they were going to start burning, but I did see that when they do the merger, it just stopped. Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't say anything about burning. It just said it just stopped. They stopped mining. So obviously the value goes up because there's less now. There's not more being made into, being brought into the space.
That's why.
But I mean, like their main thing that they're doing is like they're trying to make it green, so it's more environmentally friendly. But like everyone that I've watched or seen talk about it, they're all saying like gas fees will not be addressed. So it's like you're saving the world, but you're still killing my pocket. The value is going to go up for sure. I can see that definitely happening if they stop mining. Yeah, the money's already there. It's still trustworthy coin. It's one of the first that like got pushed through like Bitcoin did. But like as far as like moving money and like doing stuff with it, like neither of these coins are it.
And then what else do we have? Oh, and then I don't know. I guess Amazon started launching its satellites.
They haven't started yet. They just signed a deal, though. I think they're gonna start launching in like a year and a half or 2 years.
Oh man, that's a long time.
Yeah,
who's producing their rockets?
It says here there's like 2 companies plus Blue Origin.
Then Tesla's killing it.
But yeah,
SpaceX is killing it.
Yeah,
United. It just said right there. Scroll down a little bit. United Launch Alliance, which is a company owned by Boeing and Lockheed, and then a European company called Ariane Space.
SpaceX is killing it. Then that's crazy.
Yeah, because Lockheed Martin and Boeing lost like a lot of contracts to SpaceX like last year.
Oh, so they're pissed.
Oh yeah, they're pissed, and then like I guess they're trying to like unite with Bezos.
Yeah,
and trying to compete against big almighty SpaceX.
That saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, because
but the friend of my enemy is also my enemy. So,
hey, what?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's a paradox.
Wait, so can the unstoppable force move the unstoppable? I mean, the unmovable object.
The unstoppable 2, bro, which is Bezos and Elon.
Yeah. So can the unstoppable force move the unmovable object or something like that? Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But
gotta play that Jeff Bezos song through the video.
Like this
video.
Bezos.
Yeah. To close it off, I guess we got 2 memes today or tonight. So we got the Elon one.
Like a boss, dude.
Like a boss. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it gives no F's, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's good. And then we have the last one here, which is I guess everyone can relate to this one somehow.
Come over and see for yourself.
I got a year's supply of lentils. Come over and see for yourself.
Look at her eyes, bro.
They're like, she's so creeped out because this guy is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Why lentils?
Why? I mean, because I guess everyone's going through hard times this year, and then we gotta like.
No, I'm saying like she's thinking like why lentils like.
Oh, why lentils? Yeah.
This guy, he's bullish on Goya.
Yeah, I saw.
Wait, what?
Check out that. Yeah, he's the guy at the bottom. He says.
Yeah.
Wait. How do we go from distractory to load up?
Yeah, exactly.
Bullish on Goya.
I like the second one at the top. Second one.
Oh, lentils.
The recession proof, bro.
Recession proof, bro.
Hey, see, it's not wrong on that, actually, if you think about it, because when the recession hits, you got to kind of save money and buy that second house, that third property, or whatever number we're on.
So but the lentil is gonna get you that house.
Yeah, that's actually a true statement. That's actually true.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching War Room Finance. Like, subscribe, share if you liked our content. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok at War Room Finance, and tune in next week for more stocks and crypto updates. Peace.